Yes, sir. We back, baby. You know what it is, man. We talking boxing today. It's your boy Jermaine. General G's recruiting back with another live stream. You know what I'm saying? We can throw in some beard questions too, but we gotta talk about this boxing, man. We got a big fight tomorrow, man. I'm gonna wait till some of y'all slide in. You know what I'm saying? See what y'all think, you know what I'm saying? Give my breakdown. See what y'all got to say about it. We got Canelo Alvarez versus Caleb Plant for undisputed at 168. We gonna see what's going down, man. We also done had some big fights. Man, I was supposed to live stream for the Shakur Stevenson versus Jamel Herring fight, man. I just had too much going on. If I would have made that live stream, y'all would have thought I was a sidekick, man, because I predicted that fight. I didn't think Jamel was gonna win a round. Shakur that dude, man. Shakur that dude. But yeah, we're gonna talk about this Canelo, man. I'm gonna wait till a few more y'all. Told Sage, man, what's happening, man? What's popping? Where y'all from, man? Y'all come up in here, man. Let me know where y'all from. Y'all let me know who y'all riding with for tomorrow. I also know they got a UFC card coming on, but I don't really follow the UFC, so I really don't know who fighting on that card. What's up? What's up? We talking boxing, man. Battle of the beards. Hey, Caleb Plant got a cold beard, bro. Hey, Caleb Plant got one of the best beards in the game. I ain't gonna lie. He is beard goals. All right. Nate Summers, I see you, Seattle. You got Canelo. You getting the UFC though. Yeah, man. That's gonna be tough, man. Cause I think a lot of people gonna watch that UFC over boxing tomorrow night. All right, I see you, Long Beach, California. I see you. Who you got, man? Who you got? Canelo. All right, Toad Sage right above Dallas. Oh, man. Don't tell me you know Earl Spence fan. Come on, man. Don't tell me you know Earl Spence fan. All right, what's up, man? Been a while. Yeah, man, it's been a while, but we back, man. We got a lot of boxing. We got to talk about this, man. But before we get into the Canelo versus Plant, man, we gotta rewind it. We gotta rewind it on the fights that happened last week and the week before. We're gonna start with the Shakur Stevenson versus Jamel Herring fight. And Shakur, I said this in the last live stream. I said, out of all the young dudes, Shakur Stevenson is the best. Tank, Teofimo, Devin Haney, Jaron Ennis, Ortiz. Shakur Stevenson is the best out of that group. The dude got the best defense, and he's the sharpest. He got the most experience in terms of sparring. He done sparred Crawford. He done sparred Andre Ward. He done sparred Lomachenko. He done sparred Reed. He beat the devil out of. He just beat. They say he beat the hell out of Regis Prograis in sparring. That was one of his sparring partners for the Jamel Herring fight. Even Regis on Twitter. You go on Regis Prograis Twitter. He said, man, he got beat up by Shakur. You know what I'm saying? Shakur already beat up Jamel Herring in sparring, so I already knew what it was gonna be. I already knew it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Shakur Stevenson, bro. The sky's the limit, man. I don't think nobody can see him at 130, period. I think the toughest fight for Shakur will be Lomachenko, because that'll be a chess match. But then at the same time, he was in camp with Lomachenko, so you know what I'm saying? He may do Lomachenko dirty. So we never know. I think he'll destroy Tank. I think he'll destroy Devin Haney. He's just too smart, defense too cold, and he's too sharp. His timing is too good. But yeah, man, shout out to Jamel Herring, man. I was like conflicted during that fight, man, because I like Jamel Herring, man. You know, I'm a big Terrence Crawford fan, so that whole camp, you know, Red, Bo-Mac, Bernie, man, I follow those guys, man. I just knew Jamel Herring was just overmatched. I knew it wasn't gonna happen, man. But You know what I'm saying? It was a good fight. It really wasn't a good fight. It was very one-sided, but it was good to see Shakur Stevenson's skills on display like that on ESPN primetime. And now I feel like he's going to get the credit that he deserves. And I think he didn't put himself above all those young guys. And I think people now see Shakur Stevenson ain't no joke. All right, so fast forward to last week, we had Jaron Ennis. He looked good. You know what I'm saying? He who the dude he fought? He got the first round knockout. I can't even think of who he just beat. Was it Donaire? What was his name? I can't even think, but he got the first round knockout. Easy work. My brother, I was watching my brother. I mean, my brother, we was watching him. He never heard of Jaron, and I was like, bro, it's about to be easy work. He about to get him out of here in like 3 rounds. And he got him out there in 1 round. And Jaron Ennis, he's definitely the future of the welterweight. He's definitely ready to fight the other champions. I think he can hang with Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, and Dennis Ugas. I don't know if he can beat those guys, but he definitely can be competitive. In terms of offensive skill, he's definitely one of the most skilled offensive-wise. His defense, he still got to work on his defense. His defense is pretty decent, but he does get caught with some clean shots. And he even got caught with a couple clean right hands before he got the knockout. But Jaron Ennis, he's only like, 23, 24 years old. He lives in the gym. He said he's already back in the gym right now, and he going to spar. And he sparred today. After already, you know what I'm saying, after that fight, he's already back sparring. So he's a gym rat. He got a family. He got a boxing family. His dad is a coach. He even coaches at the gym. So I think the sky's the limit to Boots Ennis. I'm not sure when he'll get his first title shot. It's kind of, I think he's what is he ranked number 3 at the IBF? So I think he'll have a better chance at facing Errol Spence than Terrence Crawford. But I don't know. But I don't know, man, because I don't know. I don't think he'll get a shot at the WBA. I'm not sure what he's ranked in there, but he's ranked the highest in the IBF, and you know Errol Spence has that belt. So we may see that fight. You know what I'm saying? Coming up. But yeah, man, he looked real good. He looked real good last week. So now let's get into this fight tomorrow. We got Caleb Sweet Cheeks Plant versus Canelo Clenbuterol Alvarez. And I don't think it's gonna be that close of a fight. I've really been thinking about it, and I like Caleb Plant. I really do, man, but I can't think of one thing he's better at. I can't think of one thing he does better than Canelo. You know what I'm saying? And then Canelo getting good. He getting good work, man. He's sparring with a dude named Rashidi Ellis. He's a 147 pounder. I don't know if any of y'all guys ever seen Rashidi Ellis fight, but he probably has some of the quickest hands in boxing. And so I don't think that the hand speed of Caleb Plant is gonna matter. Canelo is stronger than him. Canelo is slicker than him. Canelo doesn't use a lot of energy. He has more experience. It's like his 4th fight this year, so he's battle tested. He's ready, and he has the confidence. He already got the judges in his pocket. And Caleb Plant he's not a knockout person. He's not that strong. He only has like 12 knockouts in like 22 fights. I you know what I'm saying? I want Caleb Plant to win. You know what I'm saying? Because I like the dude, but it's no way, man. I don't know, man. Told Sage, I don't really follow boxing, just see all those dumb Jake Paul fights, him fighting old non-boxers. But what do you think of OBJ getting released? I hope OBJ come to the Saints. He need to come home, come back to New Orleans, man. Come back where you need it and where you're gonna be loved, man. Because it never worked out in Cleveland. But yeah, Jake Paul, man, that Jake Paul fight is gonna be interesting because now you got Darren Williams fighting against what's that running back, man? Frank Gore. in the Frank Gore versus Darren Williams gonna be in the undercard. An NBA player versus an NFL player. And I heard Frank Gore can box. I heard he will box in the offseason to stay in shape. So that's gonna be pretty interesting to see. But yeah, I wish Jake Paul would have fought somebody else other than Tommy Fury. Nobody really knows who Tommy Fury is. I think he could have found an opponent that would have been more interesting than that. But yeah, he got more heart than Canelo. Who got more heart than Canelo, sharpshooter? I know you ain't talking about Caleb. I don't know, man, because Canelo was sturdy. That's a sturdy fighter, man. Canelo, in my opinion, and this is coming from a Terrence. I'm a Terrence Crawford fanboy. It is what it is. But I think Canelo's the best boxer in boxing. I feel like he's the most complete. Canelo has no weaknesses, man. Like, he literally has no weaknesses. None, period. Like, I don't see anybody beating this guy anytime soon. I don't. Maybe David, I think David Benavidez I think he's the one that can put up a good fight, but I don't know. I can't even tell you what David Benavidez does better than Canelo. Like, Canelo, I don't know. I think he's unbeatable right now. If he doesn't get injured, he's too smart, too strong, too slick, and he just has too much experience, man. He's battle ready. Like, I don't know, man. You need to make more sports videos. I'd rather watch. Yeah, man. First Take is trash. I don't even watch ESPN. I don't watch any of that stuff, man. It's boring. It's like they're nothing but fanboys. They don't keep it real. Stephen A. Smith don't keep it real. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I got Canelo. So this is how I think the fight is gonna be. I think it's gonna be a chess match in like the first few rounds. I think like the first 2 rounds, Caleb Plant are gonna win. He's gonna win that. He's gonna be filling out. He's gonna be sticking and moving, throwing that jab, and I think after that, once Canelo figures him out, it's gonna be a wrap, man. I don't have Caleb Plant winning more than 2 rounds. And see, the thing about Canelo, man, this is what Canelo does, and Canelo does the same thing, but you just can't stop it. And what makes Canelo so dangerous is that nobody slips punches like Canelo. Canelo slips punches while he's walking you down. And then he gets you in the corner where you can't really, and he cuts the ring off, gets you in the corner. He throws a double jab, and then he's coming with a hook, a right hook from hell. And it don't matter where he hits you, he'll hit you in your arms, your body, your head. You gonna feel it. And Canelo is smart, man. Canelo will hit you in your arms. If you got a good left jab, he gonna start hitting you in that left arm, and he gonna take away that jab. And you don't even realize it until you can't lift your arm up no more. And that Canelo does the same thing, where he literally walks his opponents down, slipping, and it's like his movement is so subtle. I don't know how he slips jabs and punches like that. And he's just steady walking you down. He may take a step back, and he gets you in a corner, and he just starts loading up, throwing haymakers, and you can see it coming because he loads up. But because you don't have that much space and you're on the ropes, you can't avoid it. So even if you block it, he's throwing punches so hard, it still hurts your arms and your shoulders. And once he start doing that, man, and Caleb Plant start feeling them licks, I think it's going to be over. And if you watch Caleb Plant fight, he slows down at the end of fights, man. I don't know if it's because of all the movement that he does, you know what I'm saying? All the movement around the ring, especially if he likes to fight off the back foot. And with that pressure Canelo's going to put on him, I think Caleb Plant, he better be conditioned, man. Because if he's not in the best condition of his life and he starts slowing down at the end of them rounds, 7, 8, 9, 9th round, it's going to be a wrap, man, because Canelo gets better as the fights go on. And he keeps his power from round 1 to round 12. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a blowout. I don't think he's going to necessarily stop Caleb Plant, but he's going to beat him up pretty bad. It's going to be pretty brutal. And Canelo just hits so hard. And Canelo does not waste punches. Canelo places body shots better than almost anybody in boxing. And once he start throwing that fake right hook and come back with the body shot with the left hand, it's gonna be a wrap, man. It's easy work, man. It's gonna be easy work. We need to start figuring out who Canelo gonna fight next after that. All right, y'all got any more comments, man? So is there anybody that think that Canelo might lose this fight? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Even it's like I feel like everybody's against Caleb Plant, man. I don't think anybody's choosing Caleb Plant. All right. I think Seb, I think OBJ is gonna play for the Las Vegas Raiders. They show need a wide receiver now, man, which is weird to say. I'm used to saying Oakland, but OBJ will be comfortable in that city because it's Vegas. He likes the flashy cities. I didn't even think about that, man. Yeah, the Raiders definitely need a wide receiver now because of that incident that just happened. But I want Odell to come back to New Orleans, man. We need a deep threat because Michael Thomas is out for the rest of the season. And our quarterback, man, that backup quarterback looked pretty good against Tampa Bay on Sunday. So, you know what I'm saying? He gonna be in his home city. He gonna be acting a fool down there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I please hope he goes. I heard that he's likely to go to the New Orleans Saints, and I think he'll fit in really well with New Orleans. Yeah, I could definitely see him in Oakland. Yeah, Oakland. I think Oakland would be a close second because it makes the most sense for him to go to Oakland because they lost their star receiver. You know what I'm saying? They lost their deep threat. Yeah, it fits, but no. Ain't got no quarterback. Hey, bro, that backup quarterback, I don't know. Don't sleep on him. He looked good out there. He looked like a vet. He looked like a vet on Sunday. That backup quarterback beat Tom Brady. He looked like he know what he doing. So I don't know. Only time will tell. But hey, we beat Tampa, man, with a backup with a third string quarterback. So I don't know. I just hope for the best for Odell Beckham, man. The NFL is better when Odell Beckham is doing good. You know what I'm saying? When Odell Beckham is doing good, it benefits the NFL because he is must-see TV. He is literally a star. You know what I'm saying? He's the type of player that you will just watch that team just to see him go off. And he's somebody that people want to see do good. So I hope wherever Odell Beckham goes, man, I hope he's successful, man. And he come from LA. He went to LSU, man. He went to my school, so you already know. So, man, let's talk about some of these other fights, man, that's coming up because we got a lot of fights that's coming up. So next week I think the 13th, we got you got David Benavidez as well as his brother is going to be on the undercard, Jose Benavidez. I don't know who he's fighting. His opponent had his opponent had the I don't know if he tested positive for COVID or tested for a banned substance. I forgot, but his original opponent had to step out, and so that's gonna be like a tune-up fight. I don't know why they don't give David. I don't know why they don't give him any competitive fights, man, over there at the PBC. I don't understand it, man. He has a lot of opponents that he could be fighting. You know what I'm saying? I feel like David Benavidez should fight the Canelo versus Plant winner should fight David Benavidez next. I think it's a long time coming. But I'm about to pull up this schedule on ESPN, and we're gonna see the other fights that are coming up. And we're gonna see what we got scroll up here. All right, so we got Canelo versus Plant. Oh, let me make it big. And then they skip next week, which is the David Benavidez. Then November 20th is my most anticipated fight, which is going to be Terrence Crawford versus Sean Porter. You already know if you watch my other live streams, people think it's going to be a competitive fight. This is not going to be a competitive fight. Like Terrence Crawford is going to show the world why he's the best at 147. I honestly don't see Sean Porter winning more than one round. Like people may think I'm crazy, but it's not like Sean Porter's style, he does not have the style to beat Terrence Crawford. Like, the only way you're going to beat Terrence Crawford is you're going to have to outbox Terrence Crawford. And we already know Sean Porter is not going to outbox Terrence Crawford. And if Sean Porter starts trying to bully him, and we already know Terrence Crawford is strong. You're not going to bully Terrence Crawford. If he starts going in, ducking his head, you know what I'm saying? Terrence Crawford can fight off the back foot. He's just going to step back and clip Sean Porter. I'm telling you, this fight is going to be easy work, man. It's going to be easy work. It's going to be a stoppage. And the tides are going to turn. All the Errol Spence fanboys are going to be on, they're going to be on life support after this because there's going to be nowhere for Errol Spence to hide. All right, so after that, November 27th, you got Teofimo Lopez versus George Kambosos. I'm not watching that crap. I don't really care. Then we got December 18th, Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. I didn't even know that was in hold on. Before that, we got We got Tank Davis. We got Tank Davis fighting that dude named Pitbull. Cause Rolly, you know what I'm saying, he got them accusations. But I think that's gonna be I think Pitbull, I can't even think of the dude's real name, but he's gonna be a tougher opponent than Rolly. I think he's gonna be a tougher opponent than Rolly, but it's gonna be easy work for Tank, man. It's not gonna be Tank gonna get him up out of there in probably like 5 rounds. The dude is an aggressive fighter, but he has no defense. He has no strategy. He just wants to go in there and bully. And Tank is a way better boxer than him. And then we got the week after that, December 11th, we got Vasyl Lomachenko versus Richard Comey. And also on the undercard, we got Jared Anderson. Jared Anderson should have been on the Terrence Crawford Sean Porter undercard. I don't know why they put him on the Lomachenko undercard, but Lomachenko versus Richard Comey, I don't think that's going to be a competitive fight. They both lost to Teofimo Lopez, and Teofimo Lopez made easy work out of Richard Comey. I think Vasyl Lomachenko is going to outbox him. It's going to go down to a decision. I think it'll be a unanimous decision to Lomachenko. I think Lomachenko is going to put on a masterclass butt whooping. Then we got that same night, you got Denier fighting somebody. I don't even watch no bantamweights, to be honest with you. You got Brandon Lee. I've seen Brandon Lee. I follow him on Instagram. And they got a lot of fights that night. Oh, he got Clarissa Shields fighting that night too in England. I didn't know Clarissa Shields was fighting. She just got whooped in mixed martial arts. Now she about to go back to boxing that quick. Oh, and then the December 14th, you got Anuiwa, which I think, like I say, I don't watch no bantamweights. I don't even know who he's fighting. This dude, I can't pronounce this dude's name. And then on the 17th, we got Beterbiev. I don't know who he's fighting. Marcus Brown. I think I've heard of Marcus Brown. That might be a fighting for the WBC IBF light heavyweights. That's probably going to be a good fight, even though it's not on TV. But nobody's going to watch. Well, that's on the 17th. Okay. And then you got Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury on December 18th. I've never seen Tommy Fury fight. I didn't even see Tommy Fury fight on that undercard. And then you got Joseph Parker fighting Chisera on the 18th or that same night. They fighting on a Sunday? That's crazy. And then December 29th, you got Triple G fighting somebody. All right. So let's go back. Let me see if I got any, new comments. All right, so we got a lot of good boxing, man. We got a lot of good boxing coming on. More than what we had last year. Hopefully we don't get any cancellations and stuff like that. Anybody pulling out of the fights. But yeah, I got Canelo winning tomorrow. Easy work. Got him winning. I got him winning 10 out of the 8 rounds. I don't think it's going to be a stoppage. Then the next week I got David Benavidez and Jose. They both gonna win. They gonna stop both of their opponents. Then you got Terrence Crawford versus Sean Porter. That's easy work. Terrence Crawford gonna stop Sean Porter. in like 6 or 7 rounds. It's gonna be people gonna be surprised. It's gonna be like when Shakur Stevenson fought Jamel Herring. Like you're gonna see how much better Terrence Crawford is to Shawn Porter. I don't know why people hype Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter, they act like Shawn Porter some Hall of Fame welterweight when Shawn Porter ain't really won no big fights. In my opinion, he lost to Udenis Ugas. He beat Danny Garcia by the hair of his chinny chin. He lost to Keith Thurman. He lost to Kell Brook. He lost to Errol Spence. And see, because Errol Spence got people thinking Shawn Porter some killer, man. But we gonna see. We gonna see. And I'm gonna say it right now, man. If anybody want to bet on Shawn Porter, if anybody thinks Shawn Porter gonna beat Bud, man, we can bet. Let's bet money. All right. Have you used Shea Butter beard wash? Is it pretty good? I just bought it recently. I don't even really use beard wash, man. I never even end up buying beard shampoo, but I'm pretty sure it's good. The Shea Butter, especially if it's specifically designed for beards, I'm pretty sure it's good. It probably smell good too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I still be using that soap and water. I use body wash. I know I ain't supposed to, but it is what it is. But yeah, man, what y'all think? What y'all think about who y'all think gonna win out of the Tommy Fury versus Jake Paul? Do y'all think Tommy Fury, because this is like his first boxer, you know what I'm saying? Do you think that he has a chance? Oh, you got Tommy Fury, UK all day. All right. I never seen Tommy Fury fight, man. I never seen him fight. Never seen him fight, man. But like I say, he's fighting his first boxer, man. The thing that Jake Paul, the advantage that he had over his last opponents were they weren't boxers. And I don't care how athletic you are, boxing or mixed martial arts or kickboxing or wrestling, those are not some sports that you just get off the couch and be good at. Like it takes years to get good at that. It just takes muscle memory. It takes experience. It takes sparring. Like you don't just learn how to do that just because you athletic. You can't just jump from football into boxing and expect to be good at it. You know what I'm saying? I think Shawn can promote his fights very well, but I think he's going to lose, man. Listen. Shawn, bro, man, and people going to be calling Shawn Porter a bum after this fight. And I don't want to hear no excuses. And I'm going to be honest with you, man. After Terrence Crawford beats Shawn Porter, we better see Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence next. There is no excuses. Errol Spence does not have a fight coming up. You know what I'm saying? And Terrence Crawford going to be right there. I don't want to hear no excuses about his torn retina. I don't want to hear that he has a mandatory. I don't want to hear any of that stuff. I don't want to hear that he's on top rank, because that cross the street stuff is out the window. You know what I'm saying? This fight right here shows that it doesn't matter if you're on a PBC or if the other person is on top rank. You can still make the fight. And then Terrence Crawford going to be a free agent. So if that fight ain't next, man, Errol Spence is a duck. You heard it right here, man. Has Tommy Fury ever been in a fight? I don't know who he fought. He got a few professional fights, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It might not be as tough as y'all think, man. Jake Paul might put him to sleep. Y'all better hope Jake Paul don't put him in the dirt. Y'all better hope. Y'all better hope, man. Yeah, he will make excuses, man. I'm so sick of Errol Spence. And now, you know who if Errol Spence don't fight Terrence Crawford, I want him to fight Jaron Ennis. Because, you know, Jaron Ennis been calling him out, man. You think, you know what I'm saying, what we going to do? What you going to do, Errol Spence, man? You the big fish. We got to see these fights, man. But you know who Jaron Ennis need to fight next? I would like to see him fight Danny Garcia next, man. They both from Philly. You know what I'm saying? They're both big welterweights, because, you know, Danny's talking about he going up to 154. I think that'll be a good fight, and we can really see what Boots Ennis is made of, man. We can see if Boots can get Danny out of there, because Boots hit hard, man. Boots got power. If he can get Danny out of there or make Danny look crazy, man, then he really gonna have the welterweight division on notice. Have you been watching these, man? I haven't watched a basketball game in like 2 years, man. I can't get into basketball no more, man. They don't play no defense, man. Like, I'm sick of seeing everybody averaging 30 points. Everybody averaging 30 points, 10, 11 rebounds, man. Even sorry players. And I'm just like, people scoring 140, 150 points. Russell Westbrook averaging a triple double, man. Come on, man. I really stopped watching basketball when LeBron James went back to Cleveland, bro. Like, that to me, man, I lost respect for LeBron when he did that, man. Because all that stuff, I said Cleveland, bro. I'm in the Cavaliers. All that stuff that Cavaliers, what's his name? Dan Gilbert, that owner, all that stuff he was saying about LeBron James when LeBron went to Miami. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff, and you gonna go back to him, man. Come on, man. You gonna go back to him. And then after that, man, I was a big LeBron fan. I lost all respect for LeBron after that. And after that, I haven't really been watching basketball, man. It just hasn't been the same to me. But to be honest with you, man, outside of like football and boxing, man, I don't really watch no other sports. Like baseball, I couldn't tell you one player in the MLB. Couldn't tell you one. They said Russell Westbrook is leading the league in turnovers already, man. Yeah, they don't really have no chemistry, man. You can't just put a bunch of superstars on one team and expect them to do good, man. You gotta have people that know their role, man. That what they need to do is trade. They need to trade Russell Westbrook to the New York Nets and get Kyrie. Put Kyrie. Well, that might not work because I'm sure they got mass mandates and vaccine mandates in LA, in liberal LA. So I don't know if that would work. But I think Kyrie Irving would do better with LA than Russell Westbrook. Yeah, if Jake Paul sleep, Tommy, we never gonna hear the end of it. Oh no, you never gonna hear it. Jake will stretch it forever. We want to see Jake get rocked. I like Jake Paul, man. I like the trolls. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him get in there with Mike Tyson. They say Logan Paul might get in there with Mike Tyson. I don't want to see Logan Paul fight. We want to see Jake Paul. Jake Paul's the real boxer. But that's gonna be crazy, man. If he sleep Tommy Fury, he might do it. He might do it, man. He might. Do you think Plant showing us something tomorrow? Nah. Nope. It ain't nothing he can do with Canelo, bro. Canelo's too good, man. Like, Canelo has no weaknesses, bro. Like, Canelo is at his prime right now. He's out of all the top boxers, he's the busiest. What is this, like his fourth fight this year? So he's consistently in the ring, consistently in the gym. He has no weaknesses, man. None. There's nothing. There's no weakness. There's nothing that Caleb Plant can do, man. I feel like the only strategy he can do is try to fight toe to toe with Canelo. That's the only weakness Canelo has had in his career, is when people walk him down, when people step up to him and fight him in the middle of the ring. Triple G had success with that. Floyd Mayweather was walking him down. But at the same time, if you watch Canelo's career, Canelo gets better every fight. And I don't think that strategy will work against Canelo. I don't think you can walk Canelo down anymore. He's too slick. After that Floyd Mayweather fight, he's been working on his slips. And the way he slips punches, man, nobody slips punches like Canelo. Nobody's gonna beat Canelo, man. Canelo's the best boxer in the world, and I think it's gonna be easy work, man. Kyrie and LeBron don't get along, so it can't be on the same team. Yeah, that's true. But I'm just saying, from like a play style, if they were getting along, I think Kyrie, LeBron, Anthony Davis, Carmelo Anthony, I think that will work better than Russell Westbrook. But that it's just, they got too much, man. They're not gonna win nothing, man. Prime Floyd or prime Canelo? Oh, that's a tough fight. That's a tough question to ask because they're in different weight classes. So if we're talking about who will win, you can't really answer that question because I feel like Floyd was in his prime when he was at 135, when he was Pretty Boy Floyd. And Canelo is in his prime right now at 168. But when you talk about skill for skill, I don't know, man. That's tough. Skill for skill. That's a good question, man. Who is more skilled? Canelo right now or Floyd Mayweather in his prime? You know what? If Canelo easily beats Caleb Plant tomorrow, I would have to say Canelo in his prime is better than Floyd Mayweather in his prime. And the reason why I say that is because Floyd Mayweather ducked a lot of fights. We got to keep it real. Even in his prime, there was a lot of fights that he did not fight. And Canelo is like a bigger version of Floyd Mayweather in terms of defense, man. Like Canelo's defense is crazy right now. He doesn't have the hand speed as Floyd. He's not as quick as Floyd, but you definitely can see that he's watched a lot of Floyd film. But when you compare what Canelo is doing, man, he's like about to become undisputed. He's literally the best fighter at 154, 160, 168, and he won a title at 175. So I would have to say Canelo, man. If I think about it, man, that's a good question, though, man. What y'all think, man? Who do y'all think? A prime Floyd? Who is better? Who's more skilled? Canelo Alvarez right now at 168 or Floyd Mayweather at 135? And I might have to say Canelo, man. I ain't never heard of nobody call Jake a real boxer. I don't follow boxing, but he does have, he has skill. Like right now with his skill level, Jake Paul would be a very successful amateur fighter. But of course he's not going to compete with the top guys at cruiserweight because the top guys been boxing all their lives. They've had they've had amateur careers. Jake Paul never fought in the amateurs. So if you compare him to where a lot of these guys that are pros, that are top pros, where they started out, none of these guys fought anybody. Like Canelo Alvarez didn't fight anybody with a winning record until he had like 10 or 15 fights. So everybody starts off small. You can't just expect to put Jake Paul in there with no killer when he's just starting and don't have no amateur record. But to say that he doesn't have an amateur record, man, I think he's doing really good. And he beat Tyron Woodley. You know what I'm saying? Like, who else could do that? What other YouTuber can do that? Yeah, EA need to bring back a fight night. Well, they got a company that's supposedly working on a fight night. Well, not a fight night, but a boxing game. I don't know if it's gonna come out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But yeah, they need to come out with another fight night. If they come out with another fight night, it will sell. I still got fight night champions. I bought a PlayStation 3 about a year ago just to play Fight Night Champions and Guitar Hero. So I still got it, man. I don't have all my saved characters, man. Because I remember back in the day when it was real popular, man, people were creating characters, man. They had Bruce Lee on there, Floyd Mayweather. They had a dude from Harry Potter. People were being really creative with creating characters. So, yeah, man. Hopefully, I wish they could, man. I know the UFC is more popular than boxing, but I think Fight Night would definitely outsell an MMA game. But yeah, man, who you think is more skilled? Canelo right now or Floyd Mayweather when he was at 135? Who do you think is more skilled? And I'm talking about defense and offense and footwork. And you also got to take into consideration who they're fighting. Yeah, Top Gear, no Def Jam, Fight for New York. Bro, Def Jam Fight for New York is one of the greatest games ever. Ever. I used to get David Banner, man. Remember when you won with David Banner out from the M, crooked leg, humpback, make them all die. Man, David Banner had that haymaker, bro. He hit you with that right hand. Come on. Bah! Catch you, man. That was the only person I fought with, man, was David Banner. David Banner had, man, but that fight, man, you know what? What was that on? PlayStation 2? Was Fight Night? That was on PlayStation 2, right? Because I was finna say, man, if it was on, yeah, they had Def Jam Icons on PlayStation 3, which was trash. But I was finna say, man, if Def Jam Fight for New York was on PlayStation 3, I'll go out there and get it. That was PlayStation 2 was, you just had to be there, man. PlayStation 2 was peak video games. PlayStation 2, that was when they had Madden was good. Remember Madden 04 with Michael Vick on the cover? Back in the day when you had your memory cards and you can create your own playbook on Madden. When they had the truck stick and hit stick. Come on, man. I used to create my playbook, save it to my memory card, put my memory card in my wallet, and go to my friend's house after school every day, and we play Madden. And I, you know what I'm saying? He had his playbook, I had my playbook. We don't even have that no more. You had Def Jam's Fight for New York. You had Fight Night. You even had good baseball games. I played, like, you had NFL Blitz, you had NHL Hits, you had MLB, the same company that made NFL Blitz, they had a baseball game I used to play. You had NBA Street, you had NFL Street, you had Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, Grand Theft Auto 3, you had Metal Gear Solid, you had SOCOM. You know what I'm saying? Back before Call of Duty was real big, man. You got Floyd just seeing smarter fighter and defense, man. Yeah, that's a tough question, man, because Floyd was nice. If you go back and watch Floyd when he was at 135, and Floyd was almost impossible to beat. Floyd was almost a perfect fighter at 135. Floyd, it was like he had no competition at those lower weight classes, man. 130, 135. You can even watch those fights when he first became a pro, and it was just like, it wasn't even fair. You know what I'm saying? But that, you might be right, man. I have to go back and watch some film. I might be a prisoner of the moment with Canelo just because of what Canelo's doing, man. Canelo's like running through everybody at 160 and 168. And then going up to fight Sergey Kovalev at 170 and stopping him. And it's just like, what he's doing, man. And then fighting like 4 times a year and about to be undisputed at 168. And it's just like, man, when Canelo fight, it's like he don't even take no damage. But I don't know, man. Canelo is definitely going to go. I think Canelo, you can probably say Canelo's definitely going to go down as the greatest Mexican fighter ever. He's going to pass Chavez. He may even, you may even think he may even have passed Chavez. If he becomes undisputed tomorrow, he's going to be, in my opinion, the greatest Mexican boxer ever. You got to give it to him, man. You got to give it to him. Got to give him his props. Yeah, the PS2 was so good. I still got mine. I'm not buying no PS5. Yeah, I'm not buying a PS5. It don't have no games. What you gonna play on it? My cousin got a PS5. He don't even play it. And then you can't even find them. And if you don't got a good TV, if you don't have like a 4K TV, you're not even gonna really get no benefits out of it. Like, I don't plan on getting a TV no time soon. I got a little 32-inch TV, 720p. And I don't even watch that. I play Call of Duty every now and then, and that's it. That's it. I'm not getting no PS5. The only way I'll get a PS5 if they come out with a legit boxing game. You know what I'm saying? If they come out with a legit boxing game, or if 2K makes another football game, another NFL game, I may think about it. But right now, well, why would I get a PlayStation 5 and play Call of Duty when I'm playing on PlayStation 4? Well, I'm barely playing on that. But yeah, man, I'm about to wrap this video up, man. I appreciate everybody that tapped in. You know what I'm saying? I think we all pretty much agree Canelo's going to easily win the fight tomorrow. Forget downloading game. I'd rather buy a game and stuff. Yeah, man, I ain't downloading nothing, man. When we going to see your boxing skills? I don't know, man. I just be in the gym, man. I'm not trying to, Like my coach asked me the other day, last week, if I was gonna because they got like 3 amateur events down here in South Florida. Like from now to January, he was asking me if I'm gonna compete, and I'm like, bro, I'm 31 years old, man. It ain't even no point in me becoming no amateur boxer. And then plus, I'm like, I'm not 100% dedicated to boxing. Like I just go in there to get some good work. You know what I'm saying? To get a good workout, spar every once in a while just to learn how to fight. But I'm not dedicated to it. Like I'm not living and breathing boxing. So I'm not even gonna set myself up for no butt whooping. So yeah, I'm just in there just to get that work, man. You need some highlights. World star moments, man. If you see, if I post some highlights, it's gonna be me knocking somebody out. You ain't never gonna see no highlights of me getting walked down. I done been walked down before. I'm like, man, but yeah, it is what it is, man. I may, you know, I may make a follow up video after the fight, probably sometime on Sunday. I ain't gonna make it. I told you so, because everybody know Canelo gonna win, and then and especially if it go to a decision, we already know Canelo ain't losing on no decision. The judges here. Canelo already up 2 rounds right now, but it is what it is, man. Sergio Martinez started boxing late. Yeah, Nate Campbell started boxing late too and became a world champion. But I don't have that. I don't have it in me, man. I don't have that hunger. I don't have that hunger like some of the younger guys in the gym have that be in there every day. You know what I'm saying? I just be in there. I'm be honest. I ain't even go this week. I ain't even go to the gym this week, man. I had my brother came down for his birthday for Halloween. He had issues flying back because American Airlines canceling flights and stuff. And so I'm like, man, forget it. But I'm gonna go to Crunch Fitness tomorrow morning and hit that bag. He give me about 12 rounds on the heavy bag. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all, man, for rocking with your boy, man. I'm almost at 52 weeks with the beard, man. So this is a beard almost 1 year without using minoxidil, man. So it's still here. But I appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. I'm about to sign out.